Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, hustle up.
What up, everybody? So today, got a pretty decent video. I couldn't give you crap all weekend. It's the day after Christmas, and where better to film what I got going on today than here. So, with that being said, yeah, I got a surprise for y'all today. I'm meeting John, the owner of Audio Ace, and we're gonna do some like question, answer, shoot the shit basically, talk a little bit. And that's what we got in store. And I picked an awesome place with some old like wartime airplanes. It's actually called Warbird Park in Myrtle Beach. So yeah, let's get it. Sitting here, this is John, the owner of Audio Ace. And we're just gonna do a little question, answer, get to meet the owner of the company. And we got a plane flying over.
Awesome, yeah.
Which is really fitting with our background.
There you go. We like to make noise, so that's good.
All right, so we got to wait on this plane. We do this real time. There is no like cut and retake, and y'all know my channel. So I guess the first question I have that a lot of people want to know is, are you a bass head?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I did get a 10 hertz or 12 hertz demo from you at Ruckus.
12 hertz.
12 hertz. Okay, now let's get a background of your. How did you become a bass head?
Just light music, you know, just my whole life, just love loud music, like to turn it up and rip the knob off, and just one thing led to another, and here we are.
So what age did you, like your first system?
I guess it probably started in my house with my parents.
Okay,
you know? They got me a little boom box when I was a kid. You know, I'd listen to the radio station and, you know, press record, and I wait for songs to come on,
right,
you know, and
yeah.
I'd record them, and you know, I always like loud music, and I guess it has kind of transferred over to the car, you know, driving, just zoning out, you
right.
know, and you think you're loud, and then you're not loud, and then it's just, you know, it builds on you, you know, and you're always searching for that next level of loudness, you know. So I guess that's, you know, why I feel like I'm a bass head, man.
Right.
You know, I like to feel the music, you know.
Yes, definitely feel the music.
You know, not just hear it, you know. Yeah.
So what was your first like in-car system? I mean, dude, I started with like Targa 10, so
yeah.
Everybody's first system was something like not really impressive, but.
So I had two Pioneer 10s. I couldn't even tell you what series they are anymore. I mean, that's a lifetime ago. But it came in, everybody's seen the box. I thought it was so cool. It had the 4 little arrow ports,
okay,
the
yeah.
plexiglass, you know.
Right.
I had 2 little 10s in there, and I had it on a little high phonics amp. And I remember the Circuit City guy. He said, "Don't wire that to 1 ohm, because we won't warranty it." Well,
he wired it to 1 ohm.
I wired it to 1 ohm, and it lasted quite a while. It did good, and man, that turned into 2 Serwin Vega 12s. It had the red surrounds. I can't remember what those were either, but
I remember them though.
yeah, and man, I thought I was doing something then.
Right.
You know, I always wish we could go back and hear, you know, our systems from, you know, 20, 30 years ago,
right.
You know, and I think that'd be really cool, you know, and sometimes it's neat when you come across that stuff, because, you know, I have a stereo shop. That's how Audio Ace started, right. Was, you know, I have a shop, and sometimes you see these really cool old pieces of equipment come in, and it's like, man, can't wait to install this, you know. Right. It's exciting, you know. I just love it.
Like myself, my first amp was a Sanyo brand, 4-channel. And for years, I've been scouring like eBay looking for one, and because I want one for the you know, for the memory. I can't find it, but
yeah, some of the stuff's hard to find.
So you own a brick and mortar stereo shop in St. Louis, Missouri, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I actually found you from Dan Current.
Oh, okay, yeah, Dan.
That's how I found you.
Yeah, he gets around.
And he helped get the name Audio Ace out there when you first
Absolutely.
started the company.
Yeah.
Now, what's the name of your company in St. Louis?
It's Audio Ace.
Okay, so you just kept the thing going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
we never visioned it would kind of take off the way it did.
Right.
You know, we just started building some, you know, entry-level 2.5-inch coil 500 RMS 12s to bluff, and then we had the Joker. We were just trying to fit some entry-level or, you know, mid-bass packages, and then one thing led to another, and it's just fun, man. It's a fun ride. So
I think you're doing well so far. And you know, what I had messaged you when I did my unboxing of the Wild 12s, I wanted to do that properly, so that's why I messaged you about the recones, and I was surprised that you offer recones for every sub you offer.
absolutely.
Which a lot of the viewers even commented that on that video, that's the deciding factor when purchasing subs, like, are they reconable?
Absolutely.
Which I see as a big downfall for a lot of brands. God, I'm trying to think of what else I can really ask you. I mean,
Yeah, we have recones available for every sub. Even our entry-level bluff all the way up to the new 21 coming out. Everything's reconable. Accidents happen. You know, I'm not as active as I used to be, but, you know, if I throw a hockey bag or a bowling ball bag or something in the back of my trunk, a golf club or something like that, you know, you should be able to replace it at a fraction of a cost, you
Exactly.
know, without being penalized for having an accident. You know,
Yeah.
things happen.
a lot of people don't know the motor is like the most expensive part of a subwoofer to begin
Absolutely.
with. Motor and basket, everything else is replaceable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're only making 15s now, but 18s and 21s are coming.
Oh yeah, yep. We'll have the Jester 18. It should be available hopefully March, and then we'll also have the Blackjack 21, which is a 5-inch coil monster.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this one. It should be available around March as well. We're just taking it slow, you know. It's nice and easy, man. We're not in a huge hurry to, you know, release a massive amount of product. What we come out with, we want to make sure that it's working the way that it's supposed to work, and we don't have super deep pockets, you know,
Right.
to order crates and crates of stuff and whatnot, you know. So it's kind of like a boutique brand, and we're proud, you know. It's fun, so.
Well, I mean, I've seen you doing big things, so the brand, I mean, you've been out, what, a year? Almost a year?
Yeah, the Audio Ace woofers have been out actually about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the past year, you've really taken off.
Absolutely. Yeah, the past year has been a big year for us. It's been a lot of fun. You know, we had help with Sweet Loaf, which is our shop vehicle, you know,
Right.
the 12 Hertz build. You know, James and Brittany, Bruce and Sam, they all helped build it, and now we're able to go to more shows. That's pretty much what we're going to focus on in the future, is going to a lot more shows.
That was a very impressive build on 2 amps.
Yeah.
What is the plans for that? You going to go with more power? Or?
I think we're going to add one more to it. We just want to keep it achievable, you know, for customers, you know.
Right.
I think that it's 1215s, yeah, it's a lot, but at the same time, it's, you know, the woofers is an affordable woofer, you know.
I have seen that. That's the Joker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, you know, even if you did half of it, you
Right.
know, and just scaled it down some in a different vehicle, it's a pretty easy build to build. You don't need a massive amount of power. You don't need,
Because you got a massive amount of cone area, which
Yeah.
definitely helps.
It does.
I've noticed a lot of guys, they want to get like the biggest high-end woofers to put in a demo build like that,
Oh yeah.
which takes a ton of power,
Yeah.
which takes a ton of battery,
Yep.
a ton of alternator, and
Yeah.
you kind of went the opposite route with the lower tier woofer and lower power, and you're still doing great things with it.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I think that's important. You know, efficiency, you know,
Right.
is key, and I see a lot of guys playing with that now, and that's really intriguing.
Well, my favorite demo build out there is Diego.
I don't think I've sat in that one before.
He's got a white van, Chevy van. It is a sundown build, but
Uh-huh.
he's got like 1218s in it.
Oh wow.
Ton of cone area. One time I seen it was on 3 12Ks, normally on 4. But he's, you know, I mean, you know how impedance rise and everything
Oh,
works.
yeah.
So you're not going to get a ton of power out of those amps, but it can demo it all day long.
Yeah, and that's what it's about.
Yes.
That is the most important aspect to me personally. Is
Right.
in order to play it all day. You know, you don't have to set it down and let it cool off, or you know, any of that nonsense, man. Sun up to sundown, we're playing full tilt.
Right.
Turn it down for what? You know, you don't have to.
That's what makes an awesome demo build.
Yeah.
And I think it's a big statement for Audio Ace in general to do a build like that with 1215s that are the jokers. Like, not the big badass woofer, but like, you know, not quite entry level, but far from like the
Right.
big bad woofer.
Yeah, it's a mid woofer.
And for two 7.5Ks, I think it was an awesome demo when I got one at Ruckus.
I appreciate that. It was an honor giving it to you. You know,
Right.
that was a great show, by the way.
That is my favorite show of the year.
Yeah, we'll be back to that one for sure. And then
Now, you missed a great day Sunday, but I'm just saying.
yeah, it was tough. Everybody started getting sick.
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
because somebody, you know, but it was it was fun. It was a good show. It was worth it, and I can't wait to go back. That one in Wake the Dead was fun too. Have you been
I have not been to Wake the Dead.
It's probably a drive for you, but if you ever get a chance, just come down to that one too. That was a lot of fun. A lot of loudness. I got a demo from Steve Duncan down there. That was
Steve's got a pretty nasty build. I've got a demo from him a couple times.
that one hurt. Yeah.
Well, not trying to finish this up yet, but I do have to ask, like, what's in store for 2023 from Audio Ace? I know you said you had the 18s and 21 coming out.
Yeah, we got the 18, we got the 21 coming out. I'd like to open up another shop, maybe two. I really like this area out here a
Right.
lot. You know, I don't like the cold weather, and St. Louis gets
Nobody likes the cold weather.
yeah, it gets extremely, it gets cold out there, and it'd be nice to, you know, be able to expand a little bit.
Right.
So we came out to South Carolina to kind of explore some properties. So that's something that we're going to try to make happen. Might open another one in the St. Louis area too, because there's a big market
Yeah.
down south that we're not getting. But it just keep going, you know. Just keep clawing away, you know, and just have fun. You know, the day that it's not fun anymore is the day that I'll do something else.
That's what I tell everybody when it comes to car radio. We do this for fun.
Yeah, man.
So many people just hate on each other and other brands, and
It's all.
we do this for enjoyment.
That's right. You know, I don't like getting caught up in that whole brand thing, because, you know, there's a lot of good stuff out there. I mean,
There is.
Everybody makes some pretty neat stuff, you know. And if the end user enjoys it, let them enjoy it.
Right.
Don't hate on people, you know. I think it's nonsense. I won't ever get caught up in that.
That's the message I try to send too, is like, especially if you bash a young bass head
Yeah, man.
that's got some Walmart stuff in their car,
Yeah.
that's a future high-end bass head.
Yep, that's right.
But if you start bashing them when they're new in the hobby, they're just going to say, screw it, walk away.
Yeah.
There's like a 50-50 chance of that happening.
There is, you know. Sometimes I cringe when I get on different websites, or I guess, what is it, Facebook sites or whatever. You know, I'm old, man.
The
I'm not a
Facebook
kid.
groups are the
Yeah,
worst.
you know.
Yeah.
And I cringe, you know, because I see, like, you know, people asking honest questions, and they get some really negative responses, you know, and it shouldn't be a place for bullying.
Right.
You know, it should be a place to help, you know, and our sport, it's tough that way. I think that's our biggest problem in our sport, is all the bullying that happens, and I'd like to see more positive
Definitely.
out there. You know, I'm really proud when I see people actually helping, and sometimes I want to make a comment and try to help somebody, but it's like, I don't want to get involved,
Right.
you know.
And misinformation is a terrible thing too.
Yeah.
And I have fought that from when I stepped back into the audio game, you know, in 2019. You have people like the tar amps. I'm going to use that as an example. When people would ask about an 8K, it's like, oh, it's going to catch on fire. Why did it catch on fire? Because it's affordable. People buy it. they think they can throw an AGM in the trunk with a piece of like 4-gauge CCA from front to back and power that amp.
Yes.
And it was so much misinformation about the amps catching on fire. I ran them on solid electrical, never had an issue.
Right.
But the misinformation comes from people's experience from doing things wrong.
Absolutely. Yeah. We see a lot of that at,
Right.
at the shop, day in and day out. And, a lot of that can stop. If customers and consumers had a place to go to get valuable information and real help, we can stop some of that,
And that's part of the reason I do this channel.
That's awesome.
To
man.
try to help people with different things.
And a lot of, amps, $500, man. I mean, that's a paycheck. I mean,
right.
For somebody, that's 40 hours that some kid worked, and he doesn't know how to hook up right, and he's scared to ask questions, and next thing you know, poor guy blew up his amplifier, and he's set back a week. So let's try to focus on more positive.
So amplifiers, I know you have your Royal line. You coming out with anything new for that?
We're working on some stuff. So I got a few ideas. I really want a 5-channel.
Right.
I need a 5-channel because we do a lot of 5 channels at our shop, so a 5-channel would be huge for us. Yeah, we're contacting some
build houses,
some new manufacturers. Not that the one that we have now is bad. It's good. We've had a lot of good luck with it, man. We terrorize our amplifiers.
And one of my teammates, Chevy Black.
Hey, what's up, Chevy?
Chevy is on Team Audio Ace, running the Royal 7K.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that 3 or 4 of those things in there.
Yes.
That's nasty.
And I've noticed now a lot of people are wanting really big powered 4 channels.
Yeah.
Which a lot of us, like me personally, I have 4/8 per door.
Yeah, man. That's
so
right.
the big, the big 4 channels, I think there's going to be a big market that's going to keep growing for that.
Yeah, so we tried to come out with the Brazilian style amp and whatnot, and it was awesome. 1 ohm per channel,
right?
Power, everything, but we just didn't have a lot of good luck with it. So we're going to continue, see if we can find like a Korean build house or something, because we need some big 4 channels.
Right.
It's out there. The market's out there.
Definitely for well, I wouldn't say I'm extreme, but I mean, when you get a big build,
oh yeah,
you definitely had to have the mids and highs to keep up with all the bass. Yeah. So that's where the market for the big 4 channel is going to come in, because a lot of us have, anywhere from 4 to 8 speakers per door.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, and then space is the other thing. So we have the Royal 200.4. It's huge.
Yeah.
And so the guys that want that amp have these big builds.
Right.
But we've gone and taken every millimeter possible for a box,
yes.
And then whatever's left over, you have your battery bank and all this. So I think if we can kind of get some power and shrink it down a little bit and keep the quality up, that's what we're focusing on. So
now, you just said something. You're doing these big builds at your shop, right?
Yeah, we do quite a few of them.
Okay, so this from a man that owns the brick and mortar that actually gets to do big, like 6th order, 4th order wall B-pillar builds. I think that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
That's what I would love to do on the daily.
Yeah. And we built Dan Current's.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We built that in 6 days.
And that's a nasty build. I've been in that.
Yeah, it's a fun build, and it's ran nonstop. Dan.
Oh, definitely.
He's not easy on it, but yeah.
He won't meter it, but he will beat the shit out of it all day.
Yeah, he promised me at the end of all this, because I heard a rebuild's coming, and if it does, that's awesome. But he promised that at the end, before he take it out, that he'll finally meter it. So I'm pretty excited to see what that is.
I think it's going to impress him,
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a demo build and it's built to play lows, but that's a pretty nasty build.
It is. It'll get you too, man. Like if you're not expecting it, because that was probably one of the first big builds I sat in, honestly.
Right.
At that scale.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about timing your breath and all that stuff.
Right.
At that time, and I was just like, we turned it on, man. I was gasping for air. It shocked me that it was as loud as it was. It's cool. It's fun. We have a great time.
And Dan has a blast with it.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Anyway, guys, I guess that's all we have. I'm trying to sit here trying to think if there's anything else I would like to ask this man. And we kind of neighbor. We're both from the same state, which I think is really awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Check out his shop in St. Louis.
Us Missouri, some of us Missouri boys could get loud.
Oh yeah. There's quite a few of them out there. You know. Do you know Nicholas Andrews? Have you seen his build that he's done?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. He's gonna finally unleash the beast on that one this coming season. It's got 421s, the DD21, so that's pretty cool.
Most of us are waiting to see what the Clues build does.
Yeah.
I mean, he said it's going to be a 170 on music build. I don't know.
That'd be impressive, and I hope it does. You know, I hope we just keep pushing bar and pushing the envelope. That way we can all see how far we can take this sport and this hobby and go with it. Yeah.
Is there anything like you'd like to say on the way out?
I just appreciate everybody's support and help. You guys are awesome. I love what I do. It's an honor to wake up every day and get to go play with music and just listen to loud music and test things, and I really appreciate it. I don't know what I would do with my life without audio. And sometimes it's scary to think about, and I really appreciate it.
That's true basshead words right there.
So,
well, thank you for the opportunity to give you an interview so your customers, future customers, can see more of what you're about, And as always, guys, peace out. And you say bass on. Peace out and
bass on.
Recording some of the cool stuff we see here. The Grim Reaper. Bart Simpson. That's Wild Bill the Cat in Bloom County. Please do not touch or climb on the display. She's pretty cool.
That's Woody Woodpecker.
I know it's like real plain. And then this thing here I thought was really cool. It's a jet. This is just filler I'm filming, guys. Show you this cool little place. But over there, that's what I'm interested in, is over there, the two big planes, jets, whatever they are. There's Deb.
Hey guys,
What you got in store for us today, Deb?
just filming.
Just filming?
Yep.
She's gonna be the camera person for this interview.
So if it sucks, it sucks.
And I had to break out my microphone, which I normally never use my microphone. But today I'm gonna have to use the microphone because I want the audio to be good. Normally I just rely on iPhone. So we shall see how this all goes, guys. But anyway, that's the creme de la creme for an interview spot. I think it's a good place for an interview spot.